U.S. President Joe Biden's announcement of his country's intention to defend Taiwan if it is invaded by China sparked widespread controversy and anger in Beijing, as well as re-talk about whether the policy of strategic ambiguity on this issue is subject to reassessment. When asked in an interview with CNN, Thursday, whether his country would act to protect Taiwan in the event of a Chinese invasion, U.S. President Joe Biden said, "Yes, we have an obligation to do so." The comment infuriated Beijing, whose foreign ministry said on Friday that it would not concede or accept any settlements on issues of core interests and sovereignty and territorial integrity. Washington cooperates with Taiwan on the basis of the bilateral relations law, which dates back to 1979, and provides for providing the island with the necessary weapons to defend itself, but it is characterized by some ambiguity regarding military intervention to protect Taiwan. Taiwan and China split in 1949 when nationalists led by Chiang Kai-shek fled to the island to form a separate authoritarian government after losing the mainland's civil war to Mao Zedong's communist, an AFP report said. Both sides claimed to represent China, and during the first 3 decades, the conflict raged, with China regularly bombing Taiwanese islands close to the mainland. But the accord began later, followed by a tacit agreement in 1992 in which the two sides settled on the existence of one China but disagreed over what that meant. Since then, a more distinct Taiwanese identity has emerged that sees the island as a de facto independent country with a separate destiny from the Chinese mainland. Beijing hates President Tsai Ing-wen of the ruling Democratic Progressive Party because she considers Taiwan a de facto independent state and not part of the One China concept. Taiwan's opposition Kuomintang Party now supports closer ties with China and adheres to the 1992 consensus. In the aftermath of China's civil war, most countries, including the United States, recognized Jiang's Republic of China rather than Mao's People's Republic of China. But that began to change in the 1960s and 1970s when it became increasingly clear that the nationalists would never return to power in the mainland, and relations with Communist China were necessary. Countries began shifting diplomatic recognition to Beijing, which Washington did in 1979. But they maintained a carefully calculated and deliberately opaque attitude toward Taiwan and what ought to happen to it. The military component of the American approach is known as strategic ambiguity. In the run-up to the 1979 diplomatic shift, the United States had not made Taiwan an ally of the grade of Japan and South Korea, pledging American forces to step in to defend these countries in the event of an attack. But it has not completely given up on Taiwan either, and Congress has passed a law to sell arms to Taiwan to properly defend itself, and the United States has never ruled out aid to Taiwan. This policy was designed to enforce peace by keeping both sides guessing, and Beijing was not sure whether the invasion would lead to an all-out war with the United States. Taiwan also avoids formally declaring independence, a red line for Beijing, because it cannot guarantee that the United States will defend it. The United States also maintained a similar ambiguous political element toward Taiwan, recognizing the One China policy and considering the People's Republic of China as the sole legitimate government of China. But it did not deliberately take any position on Taiwan other than to say that the future of the island should be decided by the people of Taiwan and that no change in the status quo should be made by force. This position differs markedly from Beijing's One China principle, which asserts that Taiwan is an inalienable part of the People's Republic of China to be reunited one day with the mainland. There are serious debates among experts about whether strategic ambiguity has fangs in an era of strong rule China that has modernized its military to the point where it could overrun Taiwan. Under President Xi Jinping, China has become visibly more aggressive toward Taipei in recent years.